Thanks. Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Flush to his right.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They're going to look to throw.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. For USC, such a storied program. 11 times they've been crowned national champions, beginning with the earliest way back in 1928, all the way until their most recent title in 2004. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction, then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 on the play. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the 1st quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 18 on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1, no quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but
the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Jamon Mason, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Trojan offense ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Morse throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. DeMarco Crosby, 42 yards. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick slant caught by Streets. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his career. Then all of a sudden he's thrust into the national spotlight, just like this young man has been. And all Jones was able to do, well, win a national championship and then move on to a career in the NFL. So it can definitely happen. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down. He'll look to throw.
I think it all came together there in breaking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Right now,
he was trying to keep his eyes down.
Madden 20, which y'all know it is, but I mean, if you don't believe it's Madden 20, there you go.
Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here are the Sooners now, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
He'll drop to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Isaiah Streets as time expires in the 1st half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone.
Let's go. Okay. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the 1st half?
That's how we play. Let's go. We had a great 1st half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. 2nd half. Let's go.
Hey. Coach. Really good job out there in the 1st half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the 2nd half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he is in for a USC touchdown. Clayton Irons, 69 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, I tell you what, that doesn't look like the throw of a guy who's never played college football. And you think about it, part of the reason you have to remember, he's run the scout team in practice for 4 years, and that scout team has had to go up against their own first stringers on the defensive side, so he has practiced for all 4 of those years against one of the best defenses in the country. He seems to be ready for this opportunity. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Jamon Mason, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robbins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Being chased out left.
Missed.
It will not go down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, but you sit down with him and you find out what an impressive young man he is. For the amount of talent that he has and all the stars and accolades by his name, incredibly grounded, just a remarkable young man. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Isaiah Streets with his second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The point after is good.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive. Morse. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Clayton Irons. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit. And he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Oklahoma back out there on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll set up to throw. There's so much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game, but you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record, threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, and he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Isaiah Streets from 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The USC offense getting ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation,
and he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. DeMarco Crosby, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Streets. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Isaiah Streets, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he knocks it through. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Trojan offense ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw. Morse. And Walker has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Morse. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Morse. That's caught. Touchdown, USC. In for the score. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Y'all, this is just...
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Exactly, this is my last year of college.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink. No question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches his horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you, she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
What if during the game, I came up with some sort of signal to give you, so you know we're thinking about you?
Nah, not as good as 4 touchdowns.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great seeing you
They
guys.
say you too.
It's nice to meet you, Emma.
Nice to meet you.
She loves it.
Okay, all right. Get on the bus.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it?
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
So every YouTube video I've watched on Facebook,
can I talk to you a minute?
they've won winning the
Sure,
play.
Coach.
What if you lose? What if you win the first game, but you go to the national championship and lose? I'm not going to try to do that.
I know it's hard to shut out all the noise.
What if you lose the first game, too?
It's a lot of pressure.
What happens?
The only thing that we can control
Next face of the
is
franchise,
what's right in front of us.
I'll do one.
And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. Right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right? So breathe. Take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, y'all, back to the national championship. Show some light, show some love, just show some love for me. Show some love. Y'all want to win the national championship.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Oklahoma Sooners.
National championship, boys. All right, let's see what goes on. All right, we're going to start off.
One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First and 10 now, Florida State. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Let me go shut my door real quick.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. They'll run it now. Out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral attacks.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Oh, look at that. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down, Gold. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the first.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive at the end.
We saw these two work pretty well together in the semifinal in Dallas, and now the first catch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Isaiah Streets, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Cox. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And some room to work. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right.
And he will take this in. Touchdown Seminoles. Gavin Cox, 5 yards on the touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Isaiah Streets, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The throw over the middle, taken in. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down. Double team, just anything to disrupt him, as he has a knack for getting open and making big plays. And this results in 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. George. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. 41 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, first down. 1st and goal for the Seminoles. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Quintero Grant, 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense for the Sooners set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. On second down now, it's Griffin. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. He will find the open man at Streets. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. But what a storybook ending this could turn out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. Buying time to his left. Boy, stays up. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Isaiah Streets in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Okay, on every play. Yeah, I'm sure the defense is going to figure that out.
Okay, well, you need to figure it out. This isn't just a game to me.
I know that. I know that, Isaiah.
Shouldn't throw it to him because he's
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Oklahoma back out there on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now this throw caught left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Jamon Mason, 27 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. George got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cox, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes they'll break.
Check something. I need to check the controls. Offense. Where's ball protection? Ball protection. Ball carrier. There's R1, protect ball. Okay, R1 is to protect the ball whenever I'm running.
Off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. You got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Throwing on 1st down. George. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. On 1st down, George. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now he's got it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there.
No.
And he will score.
No, that's
touchdown, Florida State.
What?
Kalo Alexander, 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
The offense for the Sooners set to take over again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Isaiah Streets, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. First and goal for the Seminoles. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. George under pressure again, and down he goes again. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Wide open receiver complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Quintero Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back to throw.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. It just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Back to throw here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Flushed out right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed, that's the spark they were looking for.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is...
Please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your College Football National Champions, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Jack Ford, talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I... Just you trademarked that, by the way. How are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on this stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, the trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Yeah, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! Let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about. About getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Hey, I like that. National championship won, baby. Okay, so by the end of this stream, y'all just...
Right. Right.
Never mind.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, it's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate right now, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to let you know Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game.
That's great. That's great.
And you know what? When she saw you doing the unicorn, her face just lit up. I mean, thank you so much. You have a true fan for life.
Thank you so much. Emily's amazing. Please let us know how she's doing and keep in touch.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye now.
Yeah, baby.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in 2 games. 2 games, and we're saying maybe a 3rd-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, 3rd-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a 1st-round draft
No way. No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
NFL Scouting Combine, y'all ready? Lucas Oil Field.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second?
Okay, but
Thank you. No, just be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
I just won a national championship. And that's not the last trophy I plan to have on my mantle. You pick me, you better clear your shelf for some hardware.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Call me back, but...
Yes, I'll have to call you back.
Hey, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Bye.
Are you for real? You know, you and I have a mutual friend, Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis. What do you think he would have to say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Navigating a locker room can be tricky. I do my best. I try to find a balance between being the locker room guy and then the guy that the coaches can rely on to get the team bought in. But it's hard.
You know, Jack had some concerns about your leadership. But I'm not seeing that.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a giant.
Little inside scoop. The owner wants someone with the measurables. So you go out there.
Yeah,
and you
I'll
impress.
both Giants, but I don't really.
You'll be on our radar.
Really want that.
I can do that.
Really to be on the Giants.
Don't let me down.
Get a better team. I don't want to go to Chiefs though. Patrick Mahomes, and he was. He's not gonna take his spot.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, at least now I know I can trust you with your playbook.
I don't want to go to the Miami Dolphins. I really don't want to. That's gonna be a hard team to rebuild.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. I go front of the bus.
Not middle.
Nope.
Have you looked at the engine before you even got into the bus? Did you check the tire pressure?
I hired a professional mechanic to inspect every part of the bus, as he is more qualified than me. And I am aware of my strengths and weaknesses.
Are you being cute with me, son?
No.
You're not. Now give me a serious answer. Would you be in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus, or the passenger side of the bus?
I already answered the front of the bus.
Why?
Because if I can see where we're going, I can make sure we're okay. Is that the wrong answer?
Okay, well, he's not that smart. Asking is that the wrong answer? I really want to go to a good team, so I don't have to try to rebuild it. I don't want to have to try to rebuild a team. I mean, I'd like to go to a good team, so it's not. I don't have to rebuild it.
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Les Moore, congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client. You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. Too full.
Here we go. Red Lobo, ready, go. There. Ready, go.
Alright.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Set, hut. Ready up. Hut, hut. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go. Red. 18 Gator. Hut, go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready. 70 Indy. Hut, hut.
I did horrible. I did freaking horrible, y'all. I did horrible. No one's gonna want me now.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giant?
Oh, jeez. They need me.
Well, they're right. This is a team that needs a leader. And they know I could be the guy for them.
Very true.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I pride myself in my ability to get the job done. I'm able to focus and perform under pressure, and I think you guys saw that in the college play.
You definitely did.
What do you say to the critics that think you weren't ready to play in the NFL?
I don't listen to critics.
Have any of these critics ever played
Oh,
football?
about getting that in 20 and winning national championship?
Honestly, I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
white noise
Yeah,
to me.
I know.
All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
Hey, if you're not
That's a great
subscribed,
answer.
subscribe.
Smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client.
Thank you, too. Nice job. Man, if that's beer, I don't want a freaking beer. I just want to go to... I just want to go...
Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you.
Just answer it.
So?
Answer it.
Hello?
Sorry, sir. We regret to...
Yeah. What? You're not getting an invite to the draft. Which is a good thing. I mean, just ask Brady, right? Hey, how's this? I know a tailor, and he can make it feel like you're there. What's your vibe?
I don't really have a vibe. She got like a suit?
Suit? Huh, ma'am? You like a man in a nice suit?
Him? Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Stamp of approval. First class stamp of approval for somebody who's not getting invited to the draft.
I don't even have a suit.
He, since 2010, have made the most Pro Bowl noise with picks like this. Daniel, just a quick thought before he sends things to the stage over there.
Some interesting quarterbacks. Ryan Finley, Jarrett Stidham, Clayton Thorson from Northwestern. I'm anxious to see where they go today.
Those are the quarterbacks that are
JC?
at the top of your draft. And as you can see, most of any school on day number 3. And that is a draft nugget. We're just dropping draft
Who's
nuggets.
JC?
He throws the best ball of anybody in the
Couldn't have done
draft.
better at the combine.
You would pick Jarrett Stidham as the guy.
You know, I didn't ask you to be my agent.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have been. I had people lining up wanting me to represent them.
No, you didn't, actually. I don't even know if you're accredited, man.
Yeah.
Put her on speaker.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jack Hill, head coach out in Cincinnati. We've had around you for a while. We're making you the newest member of the Bengals. You ready to compete?
We will be.
Who is that?
No one, don't worry about it. Thank you so much, sir. I will be there. I'll be ready to go.
Well,
Thank you.
join the Bengals. Okay, then.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm taking over Andy Dalton's spot. Okay. And it's not Andy Dalton.
Let's get some grilled cheese.
Okay.
Let's start at the top. The Bengals. Draft winners or draft losers?
I'm going with winners, okay?
Send
They
me
drafted for
an invite
athleticism and
and-
upside. They got a whole bunch
Wait,
of guys with a
hold
ton of
on.
it.
What do you think about that
Well, all right,
fourth round
what's my
pick, the
Fortnite
quarterback?
name? I'll
Boy, he
tell
has
you
the potential to be the
if I
second or
know-
third best quarterback
if you know
in
my
this
Fortnite
draft.
name, I probably do.
I mean, can he come in right away and make plays right now? Probably not, but soon though.
Who's
Do you think
you?
he'll start any games this
It's me.
season?
Who's that? Who?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he showed flashes in the
Hey,
playoffs and the
is your
combine,
name
and he has the
John?
talent that can go out there and lead this team.
That's why we love Nate. Very optimistic. Everybody's going to Canton. But no, hold on, Nate. You're right. Late in the season's out of reach. I think they'll give him a chance to test the waters, right?
Late in the season, man, you know how this game goes. It's going to be sooner than that. And I bet they'll be pleasantly surprised.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you
Send
are
me
the
an
guy that's
invite
gonna
on
turn
Fortnite.
things around here for our quarterback situation.
Or send me a party
I played a
chat
little
invite.
JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed
yeah.
at all.
Keep
I do a little
believing.
JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. She told him one of my plays. He could have used it this someday.
You know, I actually haven't even met him yet.
Coach Taylor, brand new.
Hold on, let me see if I have you real quick. Hey, I sent you a
Same as you. I don't know much about him, but he was the quarterback's coach out in LA last year, and he is a guru, okay? Kid, you got one job here in Cincy. You feed AJ Green that ball. And listen, you gotta throw it deep. Please. We threw it like deep 2 times last year. Made me crazy. I get why they drafted more than one quarterback, especially with this new coach. But you got the kind of swagger.
Wait, let me turn my...
You don't see a lot in
Do you
this
have
town.
Madden 20?
Tell the team I said that, okay?
Thanks. I'll pass it along.
Oh, I don't
not
have
really
it.
sure how much
Do
they'll
you
listen to
have-
me.
Hold on. Do you have Madden 19?
No.
Okay. After this,
No, I'm just
after
a
I
rookie.
get drafted, I'll,
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. I think if he fights a Raptor, the Raptor's gonna win. That's just me.
Let me get to the draft,
That's
and then
just
I'll
me.
play Fortnite
I don't
with
care
you,
how many
okay?
names he calls him.
So
In fact,
stay in the
I
party
actually
squad,
did
okay?
some... I do some archaeology on the
I have
side.
to redeem a code.
And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once. I think it was a T-Rex bone. I was like, look at...
Actually, you know what? Flip it. I'm gonna go ahead and redeem the code so I can come play Fortnite with you.
Okay.
What school do you go to?
Joplin. Elementary.
Let's see. Redeem codes. Okay, and then let's see.
Yeah.
What? I'm just redeem my code real quick.
It's so hard to, like, how do I say this? So hard to get a win in Fortnite.
Not really.
Well, not really, but it's just, like, so much sweats. Yo, did you know that if you stare at the campfire at the lodge, but, you know, if you go to the guy that, the Nutcracker, when you stare at the campfire for a while, it gives you XP from 10, 20 to 100.
For real?
Yeah. I've been trying to tell people that, but my mic wasn't working at that time, so I got another one.
Oh, okay. Let me get into Fortnite real quick. And
I'm doing a solo right now.